Absolutely. If I can slightly transition this away from culture, I want to talk about some in-demand job skills. And I guess kind of both from the side of Jordan, Drew, what have you guys seen in the last 12 months? The top, I don't know, 2, 3, 5 job skills. And after we go through that, I'd love to get some kind of early predictions of, are those the same job skills you think are going to be in demand for 2023, or do you think you're going to see some different job skills in demand for 2023? So Jordan, what did you have any particular kind of buzzword skills that continue to crop up over and over again for your placements?
Not really. I mean, it's more of the same. Alan Bradley, Rockwell is still the leader. If you're going to train yourself in any PLC or, HMI, learn that. Siemens would be number 2 for me. TIA portal's doing some really good things. A lot of people are moving to that. Mm-hmm. And then I would always throw like an Omron or a Mitsu in there to learn. Those are good. Things that I've heard picking up steam, Beckhoff, B&R. Trying to think of any other. TatSoft is another one.
What about PLC Next, the logo you got on your hat?
PLC Next, absolutely.
Oh, good plug, both of you guys.
To jump on that, I'm excited to see what PLC Next and Phoenix Contact does once supply chain issues are corrected, right? Once everybody can get their hands on this, I'm really looking at what can be done with that. That's definitely some cool stuff down the line. SCADA, ERP.
Let me ask Jordan.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, I was going to say, so you listed some interesting hardware. Are there soft skills? Are there kind of other demands outside of, hey, you should be familiar and can go program on these platforms that you're getting?
I mean, the normal stuff, if you've been around, if any kind of, I don't know if this is the question you're asking, if you have any kind of manufacturing plant skills, right? If you've been a machine operator, you know how generally those things work. If you've done anything around grunt work and electrical, pulling conduit, hooking things up, troubleshooting, right? Those are always great things to have in your toolkit if you're going to go into controls. Maintenance, if you can get into maintenance, that's a good way to usually get your hands on some PLCs that way. Trying to think off the top of my head of anything else. Ignition on SCADA continues to be one that I hear the top, and most people want ignition people. That continues to be my number one resource in SCADA. I did hear of one. I think you and I had a talk a year ago with another guy about Tulip, and I did hear about them a couple of times this past year. And also Traxxas. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Traxxas. Traxxas, Traksys. AB InBev has used them for a while, I believe. And now they work really good with those kinds of operations. There's a couple of integrators here in Indiana that are starting to do other Traxxas, I think in pharma applications. So that's one to keep your eye on as well.
Very interesting. Thank you for that, Jordan. Drew, what are you seeing? What are you hearing about?
Yeah, so as far as, I would definitely echo Jordan's statements on the, on the control sides, the Alan Bradley, I'd also put Siemens second, so on and so forth, not to just parrot that. But on the software side, Ignition, SCADA is where I play the most. You're still going to have, Wonderware is still a beast in the SCADA world. You're going to always have opportunities with Wonderware. Signet, if you're in oil and gas, is still around. But one of the things you have to be careful with is, and one of the things I would encourage people to do is ask some people in the industry as far as which applications are going in which direction as you're getting into an industry. Sometimes the people will be asking for the skill set because they're doing a final cutover and they're killing that off. They need somebody who knows it. So those are just kind of something to be aware of. So enterprise SCADA platforms, anything that you can do there, because they're becoming much more transferable. Many years ago, it had to be this particular platform. A lot of clients now are saying, well, if they have any type of enterprise SCADA platform, then we can train them up from there. So I would encourage people to get involved with any of those. Now, another thing that's, you know, as far as people getting in the industry, computer science is getting very prevalent. You know, any type of Java programming, Java. The one thing that's good about Java is that it can go across multiple verticals, multiple business units, you know, IT, OT. So Java is a really good one. Python's really taking off. Angular frameworks. You're starting to see more of like your React Bootstrap type verbiage. You know, a lot of stuff that I don't really understand. I just know it's new and like the kids love it or whatever you want to call it. So, you know, there's these things that are coming out, and I would just make sure that people are getting very familiar with that because, you know, anybody coming in with a strong computer science application background, especially with any type of industrial automation experience, is really going to have a lot of doors open for a very, very good, stable career. I'm telling you, it's the place to be. So,
and I think that computer science majors, they have more fun when they come to the industrial automation sector. That's just my opinion, but I think they like it a lot better.